I am back. Had to take a little bit of a break there, plus the fish took a very long time. Trout have small scales, as I'm sure you all know, and putting iridescence on each and every one of those on a 27-inch trout nonetheless was kind of a pain. So, but it's done. I'm filming my intro after I finished it up. I think I'm gonna start doing that too, because then I'll know how it turned out. But no, it turned out really well. It's probably my best fish I've done. I know I said that about the grayling too, but I feel like it's not a bad thing to feel as if you're improving in your craft, so I guess I'm pretty happy about that too. I really enjoyed working on this fish. It was a huge pain at times. Like 99% of the time it was a pain. But all in all, it paid off. It looks really nice. I'm proud to hang it on my wall. So I hope you guys enjoy the video as much as I enjoyed working on the fish and filming it and getting back on the pony here. But no, enjoy the video. If you do enjoy it, like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff, fun stuff. I'll go ahead and get the head on. I started to do this off camera, but thought, no, I want to get the gills painted first. So instead of doing all this off camera, I decided to do that off camera. Pretty typical. Again, I'm not used to doing anything on camera, so I just go ahead and do it without thinking about it. Okay, those are the pectoral, those are the pelvic. Obviously adipose. And an extra pectoral fin. Right on. It's got a scar there on its belly, so I want to get that on there. All the strange cryptic noises you're hearing are Maple in her kennel. She doesn't want me to forget that she's in there. I wouldn't anyways, but she just wants to be sure. I'll put a warning for headphone users, don't worry. I'm going to try to do the eye in such a way that you guys can see me doing it. I took the liberty upon myself to go ahead and get the sculpt painted over. It's just white, it's not super interesting. So then I also went through here in that scar we made, and I did a little bit of reds, a little bit of flesh, a little bit of brown just to darken it up, and masking fluid in the deep crevasses, and just made it to where I can get it antiqued. Okay, got a little bit of trout red mixed with gold pink powder paints and salmon pink powder paints. Got some yellow ochre loaded up in here now. Gonna go over the top part real light, kind of bleed it down into the pink, just the very tip of the pink, and then barely below, and kind of start to run it down here, fade it up. Got some Aztec gold, sunset gold, and shimmering gold or metallic gold, I think, metallic yellow. And the airbrush, just gonna go over everywhere. I just hit with that, kinda give it that shine it needs. Got some musky green loaded up in the airbrush now. I'm gonna try to do that same type of deal all the way across it, but I don't know how it's gonna look. Get eye level with it here. Right now. Got a darker green in here now, just mixed blending brown into the musky green. Okay, so been a while since I've worked on this. If you guys watched Mr. Bates, Mr. Marling Bates, we went on a little vacation and he came up to fish with us. I looked like an absolutely horrible fisherman, which I'm not saying I'm great by any means. I'm no pro angler, but I sucked that trip, I will say. Did get onto some perch the last day. Haven't caught a perch in like 15 years. Of course, Michaela caught a bigger perch than I did, so now I gotta listen to that forever. But no, we're gonna be working on big trout again today. Doing scale tipping. That's why I have my snacks in the water, so I don't have to get up and go anywhere to get snacks or drink, because this is a lot of scales. So I suppose I'll start. I'm gonna try something, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna try something new that I haven't done in a long time. But obviously the scale tipping is gonna brighten it up a lot throughout the whole thing. And I think I'm going to make it a liquid scale tipping fluid and go across everything and then paint back over it when it's all said and done. Hit it with a steel wool technique and yeah, try new things, be bold. Made us some homemade salmon jerky for our trip. It's incredible. Slow smoked on low heat, soaked in soy sauce and a various bunch of spices. Hard to beat. And of course had to get some cheese curds from Wisconsin. Silver pearl, the liquid part of it, not the shimmers, so it's just clear liquid. And I'm going to make my own scale tipping fluid with that. So first off, I'm going to take some blue russet, whatever it is. And then we're just gonna, a little bit less. Do that with it. And then a little bit more spring green. Let's see, sky blue. Then we're going to put all of these in it, and it should make a nice kind of muddled silver gold color. With those hints of green and blue, and that blue russet, it's that was antique silver there. It's red looking at it, but then you shift it and it's got a little bit of blue. I'm gonna do quite a bit of pearl white here. Then just as much sky blue as I did spring green. And then mix mix all that up. And that is what we are left with. Was just talking about how turkey season's going on, and I'm gonna take this as an opportunity to show off my baby. A lever action 12 gauge. Chiappa remade the Winchester model 87, and she's got her dings and stuff because I hunt with it, obviously. It's my turkey gun. I've shot 2 turkeys with it. Several ducks, doves, squirrels, rabbits. Just about everything. Early anniversary present from Michaela. Got me a We the People holster for my 5.7. That's pretty neat. Also, I got all the pink done last night. Got some musky green in here, just going over everything pretty lightly. Alright, get some steel wool here. Get a new chunk. Peel the masking fluid off. Oh yeah, I strategically placed it to keep some darker colors around the edges of it. That looks really nice. That kind of dulled it down a little bit, made it look more natural. I go back over it with some, go in with a little bit of blending brown this time in the musky green. I'm not going full on blending brown, but about a 60-40 mix. Dark colors go a long way in paints. They make or break, so I'm not going to go super heavy on it. I'm probably going to do that marbly look like I have on top of the head here. Gonna try to go for that on the fish again. And just darken up where it's lighter than the rest of the fish, like up here on the face. Darken it up a little bit, and then just carry it on down the fish. Alright, now looks a little goofy right now, but that's why they make this. Just real lightly gonna go over it. I don't want to get all of it, just knock off the high spots. Knock off the high spots, let a little more of that iridescence shine through. This is all just a part of adding depth to it before I put the spots on it. So, and because after making you guys wait for so long on this video, I'm gonna let you watch me suffer a little bit more, and I'm going to do all the spots by hand as well. Alright, one more thing I'm going to do with this color is go in and get that scar, because let's see if I can get it to show up on my phone here for you guys, but it's got really dark, like rotten, nasty, gross colors on it. So I'm gonna keep some of that red in there, but I am gonna go around the edges with this blending brown musky green color. So as you can probably see, I started on the fins just while I had that color loaded up in the airbrush. They're far from being done. I just added a little bit more blending brown and phthalo blue. Gonna go in and throw in some superhide white to that color, just make it a little bit more gray. One of the things I found out about fins back when I did taxidermy originally is they are the one exception when it comes to darks and lights. Normally I'll put the lights under the darks because it just blends better, looks more natural. But if you go in with a light color over the dark color and hit it with steel wool, it gives it a nice look. It makes it look natural compared to just globbing on a bunch of paints. Lay that here, so there's no force. I'm here, guys. Alright, now I'm going to do a little bit more. One thing I found out the other day when I was working on this is painting a trout in the rain while a sleep token plays in your ear. Highly recommend. And now that I've knocked that color down a little bit more, I'm gonna go back in that color that I already have mixed up, excuse me, and hit the dorsal and the tail a little bit more here. Dump just a little bit out because I don't want anything to spill over onto my fish. Alright, I sprayed that on a little heavy. It started blobbing out, so just gonna smack it with the steel wool, and that was what it needed. Yeah. Got the first half of the pink mixed up. This is just kind of going to be the base color for it. Alright, well, I was just looking at the fins and the pectoral fin up here. It's got white on the base of it, and the white is on top of everything. So, gonna add some yellow to it. Or some white, good lord. The song I'm listening to just said yellow, so. Okay, I went ahead and did the fins because I wanted to be able to sit down there a little bit more touchy than the spots on the body are gonna be, and just to test what the color was gonna look like, I did the head. The hardest part about stuff like this is making it random and not following a pattern. It's so easy to follow into something. My dad, he used to be a art teacher at the high school I went to, and at one of the art shows, like between the schools, they were going through and judging the stuff, and it was this one kid that did a really nice stippling drawing, I guess would be the best word for it, and they all knew about what the judge was about to say. But stippling, if you don't know, it's just a bunch of little dots to make up the lights and darks and make the drawing. But the judge was going through and he's like, wow, that's a really nice drawing, but what's with Beavis and Butthead? He stippled Beavis and Butthead into his drawing because it's tedious, just like scale tipping. So, given I'm not going to draw Beavis and Butthead in here, but try not to do lines and stuff. about right here, right in front of the bee hole, where spots start looping around. I already mapped out not to go any further right there with the 3 spots that it starts with and the pink, and then it just gets super dense back in here and then fades back out. So almost done, boys. Hello? Hey. It's going, just about done with the trout. Well, well, I sincerely apologize, but I finished it off camera last night. Not finished it. I kind of want to dull down the spots a little bit, blend them in a little bit better. So I'm gonna went turkey hunting this morning, and that fog and humidity really screwed me up. But at least it wasn't worth it. So I'm gonna hit it real fast, just more up over the lateral line and kind of fade it down, but I'll do it and then I'll get some close-ups for you guys. I changed my mind. I'm just gonna do a close-up shot of it for the outro here. I think it turned out really nice. The Lake County replicas always finish up good. It's always hard to get good video or pictures of the finished product just because of the gloss, but hopefully I hope you guys were able to get a good look at it while it wasn't clear coated. Also, since I got this guy done and I was planning on editing today, the 9th, Michaela and I went out turkey hunting yesterday to try to get a buzzer beater turkey. We got us a double. She shot hers first. They came in together. Mine ran maybe 5 feet, turned back around to beat hers up. As you can tell, my fan's all beat up, so he was a fighter. And the rest is history. So that was pretty cool. We walked about 1.5 miles, so that was real fun to carry out 2 20-pound gobblers when you have that far to walk, but worth it. So this spring's been pretty good to me so far. My nephew was just born on my side, then Michaela's sister's about to have her first baby, and he's due very soon, so good time to be me. Finished up my fish, all sorts of good stuff. So we'll see you guys in the next video. Like, comment, and subscribe if you like this fish as much as I do. Alright, peace out. See you in the next one.